For cheap games, check out g2a.com, link in description. Well, hello there people from the internet, and welcome to some For Honor gameplay. This is the beta stages. It's quite a bit of it unlocked, so you can play 1 versus 1, 2 versus 2, you can play Domination, which is 4 versus 4. You can get a feel and taste of the game. Now, this is the beta stages. If you haven't got in yet, then don't despair. There's still another chance for you to get in and get your hands on the game and try it out and see what you think. It's going to be towards the end of the month. And your friend, whoever gets in, sort of gets a couple of invites. So I think it's 3 or 4 or something like that. You get invites, so you can just send them to your friends. So chances are that you might still get in if you haven't gotten into this one. Now, let me begin by saying that there's a ton of stuff for you to do in the game. It's really technical. I mean, I was just expecting just a hack and slash game. You go in, you just bash the shit out of the buttons, and then that's that. It's not. I mean, it's very technical, and I didn't really get that in the beginning. You know, Evil told me, look, you have to sort of pay attention to what you're doing. You have to sort of time your counter attacks. You have to time certain things. You know, you have to feel your rage meter and all that sort of stuff, and then attack. And I sort of didn't really get what he was saying until you actually sort of get in the game. You kind of see, well, hang on, I mean, how is that guy sort of killing me over and over again? I can't really do anything to him. And I think my mistake was that I was just treating this just as a normal hack and slash game, just sort of pressing and over-exhausting myself, and within sort of the first 10 seconds I was out of stamina, and then I was dead because there's just nothing for me to sort of get in there. And it's all about sort of parrying, it's all about that sort of stuff. And I think if you like the old sort of Street Fighters, MK and things like that, and Trollolo. Fucking Rusky just fell off the bridge. So if you like that sort of stuff, you know, where sort of attacking and defending and things like that, and combos and building your range. I mean, fuck, people that played Dark Souls, they're probably going to love this game, and they're probably going to own everybody at it if you play that. But it's going to be a sort of fighting game for those that really do enjoy a brutal fighting game. Now, this is going to be the next thing for you, because you're going to have so many other options out there. There's going to be stuff for you to customize every time you level up. There's all the scrap and stuff like that you get from the victory, and then you can sort of upgrade your armor, you can upgrade your weapons, your chest plate, your legs, your helm, whatever. You could do a lot of that. And if for some reason you get some stuff that you don't really want them, then you can easily just go ahead and scrap them. So once you get something, you can just dismantle some of that gear. If it's not going to be good enough for you, you'll see sort of the stats for it, and then you can just keep on building. Then you can open new things, you'll get new things at the end of the match. It sort of depends what you're playing. So chances are you're going to get quite a lot of big loot, and it's going to sort of take a while for you to get the best one. There's going to be a lot of characters for you to choose from. I mean, there's knights, there's vikings, there's samurais, there's all sorts of things out there. And they all sort of have different traits. You know, you have people that better sort of longer ranges. You have guys that are better sort of for melee, sort of counter, quick, fast attacks and stuff like that. I mean, I sort of wanted to play as a Viking just because once sort of Season 4 technically ended in Vikings, well, it didn't really end, but if you watch Vikings, then you know what I mean. It sort of just ended a bit weird, and then now it's restarted again, but it's still Season 4. I had to play as a Viking, and that makes me sort of think of that one Viking, you know, the Battle of Stamford Bridge, where one Viking basically held the bridge for an hour and killed like 40 English. He killed like 40 Saxon, just one Berserker alone. So I just thought, nah, badass Viking, you have to go in there. And I mean, I don't want to spoil this sort of Vikings for you or anything if you haven't got to that point, but the Heathen Army, you know, when that sort of kicked off, there's just, yeah, you have to be playing as a Viking. There's just no other way around this. You just have to sort of be a Viking. Now, if, like I said, if Dark Souls and Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat and sort of games, like really fighting games that I just could think of now is your cup of tea, then probably this is the game that's going to be for you. I mean, I've never really been a fan of the sort of types of games. I don't really have any of the other games out there. I just don't see the fun of it myself. And what I don't really see is, like, what's the point of it? You know what I mean? What am I going to do? It's 2017. It's 1v1, 2v2, 4v4. I know there's going to be a little bit of a single-player story to this, but still, you're probably going to get a 6-8 hour campaign at best, and then that's it. I'm stuck to 1v1, 2v2, sort of 4v4. And this mode's called Domination, 4v4. I just think it's a bit too much for it. it's all a matter of ganging up on the one guy, you know. It's not really something that you can sort of say, yeah, I've definitely beat that guy because I was sort of better skilled than him or whatever. It's always going to be the, yeah, there's 2 of us or 3 of us or whatever, we're ganging up on you and we killed you. I've never really seen anything go differently than what it is so far. I mean, sure, things might change, but I mean, look, it's fucking 4 of us, 3, 4 of us just slashing at him. As soon as they respawn, instead of sort of staying back and coming together, the 2, the 3, the 4 of you, it's just 1 at a time or 2 at a time, and there's 3 of us or 4 of us, and then chances are, obviously, you're gonna die. You're not gonna make it too far. So, I think that's it really for the game. And, you know, it's very limiting. I mean, I don't really see myself buying the game, but that's just because I don't enjoy that type of game. I mean, I don't really see myself playing it for more than a couple of days, and then that'll be that. But then again, like I said, Evil, who's been playing these types of games for years, I mean, he's got like 700 hours that he's played on Mortal Kombat alone. He's probably really going to enjoy this, and he's going to have some cool battles where you sort of go in 2v2 and there's not going to be no AIs. It's just going to be you versus 2 other guys with a teammate or a friend or somebody. You know, it's going to have those cool moments where you really sort of get your money's worth, as it were. But mostly it's not for somebody like, say, me, who's just a sort of casual gamer when it comes to these types of games, where you just think, well, it's a new game, I might just sort of buy it and just sort of get my fun with it a little bit, and then that's that. But you're not really going to get your $60 worth of sort of game. Plus, it's probably going to have Season Pass, because let's face it, it's Ubisoft, so it's going to have a Season Pass where you're going to get an extra feather in your helmet or some shit like that, and you have to pay another $40 for that, and then that'll be that. So it is going to be a really good technical gameplay for those who really enjoy that sort of stuff. It's all about blocking at the right time, parrying, building up your meter, counter-attacks. It's all about that. So if you do want to sort of take your time and learn everything and unlock things and do it sort of the right way as the game is sort of meant to be played, you will have your fun with it. But that's pretty much it for me for today. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. You'll have to let me know in the comments if it's something they're going to be buying, if you've played the beta, or you're still hoping that your friend's going to get you in and try it before you buy, or you're just going to go, not really my cup of tea, I'll wait and spend my money on something better. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. I will see you in the next one.